Hello guys and welcome back. Well, once again we're gonna have another game between Singapore and Thailand. This match is gonna be between Impervious and MiTH.Trust. Earlier in the match between Impervious and Awake, we saw them absolutely play a really good game plan they had, which they had in the mid game, and went on to win Awake in the late game. So we'll see if they can ride on and bring their momentum to win this game against MiTH.Trust. You'll just have a quick look at the standings in the table. MiTH.Trust, they're actually first in the league right now with 7 wins and 2 losses. As for Impervious, they have 3 wins and 8 losses, so they are second from bottom. So it's going to be like top team against the bottom team in the league. So we'll see how it's going to pan out so far. But well, the draft is right underway already, and well, this cast is brought to you by Easy Game, and I have with me Music. How you doing? Music?
I'm doing great.
Nice.
And MiTH.Trust, let's go into the draft because both teams are holding back and they're already in the second round. But yeah, MiTH.Trust first round they banned out Nyx Assassin. They must be watching that game that we were just casting because they're really scared of that Nyx Assassin getting like 3-man impale and all that.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll just quickly run through what they've banned and picked up so far. Impervious, they've banned out the Outworld Devourer, the Partner, and the Abaddon, and they've picked up the Elder Titan and the Alchemist. As for MiTH.Trust, taking out the Nyx Assassin, like you mentioned, and the Timbersaw and Naga Siren, picking up both the Lich and the Clockwork. So looking at the draft so far, Impervious, Elder Titan, I would say pretty much an offlane hero or even a mid, but I think they're gonna be running him on an offlane. As for Alchemist, he can be playing on mid, he can be playing as carry, which we most usually see, or even like first departure, what they did 2 days ago when they played against Awake, they ran a support Alchemist with a really aggressive tri-lane. So we'll see if Impervious go in that footsteps and actually do that as well.
5 seconds.
Yeah, MiTH.Trust banning up the Chen again, like kind of like the game that we just casted. They were like Nyx Assassin and Chen, so they banned it out because I feel like they're kind of scared of them in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, they picked up a Lich, and Lich is pretty. I think MiTH.Trust is drafting towards the meta kind of, but Elder Titan, like you said, like mostly run in the off lane. I think the only team that really runs him in a mid that I remember was Team Liquid. Yeah, that was the only team that really runs him mid. And Weaver banned out.
The Elder Titan?
Radiance.
Yeah, Baba is such a beast on Elder Titan mid. Well, so yep, Lich being picked up by MiTH.Trust, really good hero, who is really good in the early game with his sacrifice, and once you get in the mid game, his ice armor works so well against the melee heroes, especially now that Alchemist is on Impervious. Lich is gonna be doing so much work trying to help his team as much as he can to give them that armor and try to slow down the attack speed from Alchemist. And now, after the recent nerf to Alchemist, he doesn't have like bonus HP anymore, and he only has really fast health regen. So we really see a lot of Alchemists being buying up the armlet. What do you think of that item choice for Alchemist?
Armlet is not a bad mid game item for Alchemist now because the regen's insane, and like I used Alchemist before and I got an Armlet before, and like when you activate it, even at level 1 Chemical Rage, you can still gain HP while using it. But yeah, I don't know if it's an Alchemist support or like a carry, because right now they have Morana, unless they want to put Elder Titan at mid. But the lanes can like switch up and whatnot. But I'm really. MiTH.Trust is the Lich is gonna be really big because if you look at Impervious team, Elder Titan needs a lot of levels. Moran needs a lot of levels. Well, at least level like 9 or something for the max Starstorms and the arrow.
Yep.
So yeah, Lich is gonna slow down those experience of those heroes drastically a bit every like 30 seconds or so.
Yep. So well, MiTH.Trust, they pick up the Invoker as the third pick. Haven't seen much of an Invoker in the Southeast Asian scene, especially since Ice left to go to China. Haven't seen much of an Invoker, a rather impressive Invoker being played by the Southeast Asian teams. We'll see if MiTH.Trust actually do well with that hero. well, they ban out the Chen, MiTH.Trust, taking out the jungle option away from Impervious, which was, well, I wouldn't say like impressively played by Impervious, but it did well for them into the mid game. So they do take out the Chen for them, and then they pick up a puck as well. So it's gonna be really confusing now to see how they're gonna be laning up all these 4 heroes of theirs.
Yeah, it might be either Alder Titan on like support or Alchemist. Hold on, there because AT and Morana can both offlane and they can both carry. I mean, carry with like Alchemist and Morana. I don't know. This is weird. There might be a support Alchemist looking at it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be.
Supporting is not good.
Yeah, certainly looks like it's gonna be a Alchemist support with Puck probably going to mid, and then maybe they form a tri-lane of a Mirana, Alchemist, and one more support hero. We'll see that's how that's gonna be panning out. I think a Crystal Maiden right now is gonna be a really good pickup for Impervious to really lock down a single hero and bring him down. Especially once you go into the mid game and the Lich Frost Armor comes into Ice Armor comes into effect. I think it's really important to lock down one hero, try to bring him down, the most important hero for MiTH.Trust. So we'll see how our Impervious are going to be drafting and going into the game. As for MiTH.Trust, they go up with a 4th pick Earthshaker.
Yeah, MiTH.Trust's lineup, I mean, their drafting so far is pretty solid. And now they're just missing, like, maybe like a really good carry. Like, maybe single target or even, like, this Gyrocopter can work. And I was gonna say Luna, but they got banned out by Impervious. But yeah, MiTH.Trust is pretty, like, long. They have long-range initiation with that hook shot. The Fisher, like, as we know, the patch made it even longer, 1300 range. And Invoker, I don't know, because one interesting thing about Invoker is you always want to know, like, what, like, whoever's playing him, what is he gonna go for? Quack Swags, Quack Exhort, or what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna see how this Invoker plays out. And, ooh,
Wow.
Impervious is really greedy with that draft.
5 heroes who really need farm, and last pick Clinks. This really boggles my mind. I have no idea how they're gonna be laning up. I think it's gonna be probably it's gonna be dual lanes and just a solo mid. I think that's how it's gonna be so far. Looking at the way they're going, probably like a. I really don't know how this is gonna pan out. It's so just weird to see this kind of lineup from Impervious.
Seconds to go.
We might see a Morana support with the Alchemist. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
like,
throwing it out there.
yeah.
Cause like we've seen it in a pop one time.
It's
And
like
MiTH.Trust just gonna pick up one hard carry with the last pick. Well, most likely be.
oh, it's gonna be an
they're gonna pick
anti-mage.
anti-mage.
Not so sure how this anti-mage is going to be panning out. It's going to be Lakels on the anti-mage, who is considered to be right now the best farmer in Southeast Asia. We'll see if he's able to do much work with his anti-mage. But looking at the heroes being picked up, Ninja Boogie is on the Clink, so he'll be the one farming up. And then Insidious, who was playing support Rubik in the previous game, he is on the Mirana. So we'll see who has picked up what and how they're going to be laning up. So we'll just quickly run through the lineup. As for MiTH.Trust is Lakels, who is on the anti-mage. We have Bang Sal Roti, he's on the Invoker. I just like to call him Bang because he has a really long name. And Abba, he's on the Clockwork. SD is on the Earthshaker. And TNK is on the Lich. As for Impervious, they have NWNC, he's on the Alchemist. Previous game, he was the one playing on mid, wasn't he? Oh no, he was on the Chen. So yeah, I think we might see a support Alchemist. And then we have Sox, who is on the Alder Titan, probably going to the off lane. Yasera, he's on the Puck, who is probably going to go mid. And Insidious on the Mirana, Ninja Boogie on Clinks.
Yeah, so looking at the draft so far, which team would you give the edge to? Like, what's your prediction? Yes.
I don't know, I feel like Impervious, they really need not lots of items for that lineup to be really effective. So I think MiTH.Trust is the one I feel who has much of a bigger edge with anti-mage, who will slowly be farming up probably on the safe lane, being supported by Earthshaker and Lich. I think it's going to be good for the early farm, which will be coming up from MiTH.Trust, and then Invoker on mid. I think he's going to be having quite a it's going to be like an even match against a Puck at mid. So I think I would really favor MiTH.Trust in this kind of situation.
Yeah, I agree too, cause like you're really like going for like a really farm oriented lineup, but like they do have a lich, so that is gonna cut down your farm by a quarter, which is not it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is gonna add up over time. And yeah, it might be is yeah Alchemist boots first. Yeah, he's gonna be supporting with. Actually, no, he's gonna dual lane with the Elder Titan or something. And Mirana is support as well. So interesting.
So
Oh,
yeah,
they actually can tri lane.
yeah, they're gonna try
Okay.
lane, and it's like exactly what we saw First Departure do the other day with the Alchemist support, going in with the long range unstable concoction, and then they try to probably set up the arrow as well coming in from the Mirana. So we'll see how that's gonna work out. Elder Titan as well might want to get maybe at least one level into Echo Stomp to try and set up those stuns. But for MiTH.Trust, they kind of switch it up as well. Looks like it's Invoker who will be heading into the safe lane, and Anti-Mage, he's actually on the off lane, probably being supported by the Lich, and Clockwork on mid. It's
It's
not
almost
what
time
we
for a
predicted
free
at all.
to die.
Yeah, I think MiTH.Trust kind of like if you look at Puck's, he went like a no talisman and look at his damage. It's like 60 something. Invoker, he didn't get anything yet, and mostly if Invoker goes to silent, I'm not saying like this is 100%, but most Invoker on the silent tends to go Clock's Wax. Just leaving it out there right now. And Clockwork is gonna be, I was gonna say supported by Lich, but no, he's gonna solo actually. This might be a hard matchup for him, but he does have a Skull Shield to kind of reduce that right clicks from Puck. So he should be okay. And Lich is denying farm from this Clinks, and it's gonna be Anti-Mage. And I feel like Anti-Mage is gonna have free farm, because this Clinks can't really zone out the Lich by himself.
Yeah. So I think MiTH.Trust is going to be having the advantage at top, and even at mid, I would feel Clockwork does pretty good against the Puck, who has a really low HP. This Clockwork can just come in with the Cogs and try to harass him as much as possible. But Imp on bottom lane though, they have two heroes way behind the tree line. In the end, they're gonna come with the unstable concoction, gonna get the stun in on the Invoker, trying to bring him down for the first blood. But in comes the Fissure and the double damage from the Earthshaker, really trying to chase down the Invoker. And looks like they're not going to be able to do it. Quas is up on him, and one last hit will be able to do the job. But no, they're going to turn it around. And Elder Titan with one more just last hit won't be able to do it. So unstable concoction once again being used, and Earthshaker will be the one going down. Invoker managing to escape. So I think, well, pretty well played by MiTH.Trust. Even though they lost the first blood, they didn't give the Invoker away. Instead, it's the Earthshaker. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was a slight misplay from the Mirana, because he took like an extra second long to launch the arrow. He should have launched it instantly. The Alchemist stun actually landed, but at least they get a kill in return. And Alchemist actually roaming with this Mirana, looking to kill this Clockwork. It's gonna be kind of tough, because Puck is only level 3.
Yeah, they're gonna come in with the stun.
And
In, it's
going
gonna hit. In comes the orb as well. Arrow does it, so that's an easy kill. Good rotation coming up from Impervious. Right after getting the kill at bottom lane, went into
top
mid,
lane.
and top is gonna be having some action as well. Clinks one last hit from the Anti-Mage. No, Lich gets it instead. So, well, kills happening in all the lanes in just the first 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it's gonna be really tough for Impervious to, even though they're roaming like really well, but like this Anti-Mage is definitely gonna free farm and probably get just like he just got a support assist just now, and he's probably gonna get Battle Fairy if they don't really stop him in like maybe 11-12 minute mark if he just rushes it.
Yeah.
And that's a big concern for me, because Anti-Mage against that lineup, and like they're farming. Remember, they're farming an Elder Titan, so they're relying on Clinks to get like decent amount of like damage items for like later on in the game, so they can stop this Anti-Mage. But that's not happening so far.
Yeah, that's why when we really talked about in the drafting stage just now about which lineup is going to be working much better, I feel like MiTH.Trust we will have a better lineup, but at bottom lane though, Echo Storm is going to come in on the Invoker. Can they get the few more hits to grab the kill? Yup, they do. Elder Titan going to go into the last hit, and they will grab one more kill to themselves. That was a really good arrow coming in from Impervious, or rather Insidious. Sent in the arrow, and the Invoker had no idea at all that it was coming. Hit it on him, and Elder Titan with the easiest Echo Storm of his life to grab the kill.
Yeah, it's actually interesting how he picked up a point in it because I've seen a lot of. I guess it is good in this kind of situation and. But yeah, most L10. Oh, L10 just found this Earthshaker, and actually no, they're gonna smoke at mid,
Yeah.
and there is gonna be action, and they're going in.
Unstable concoction gonna hit. Arrow is gonna come up as well. Few more hits gonna get the kill on the clockwork. Mirana gets it. So both these supports, Alchemist and Mirana, really doing lots of work in the early game, rotating both in the mid lane and the bottom lane to try to grab as many kills as well as getting the advantage for both those lanes.
Yeah, and they're leading in the EXP in a little bit, and L10 he's gonna get a Soul Ring actually, so he can spam that Astral Spirit. Clockwork's actually, even though Clockwork dies so much, I don't like he doesn't suffer too much because like once he gets that level 6 or 7, like he can start making stuff happen even though
Yep.
he doesn't have that much farm. And we're actually gonna rotate to the top lane.
Radiant's middle
And did
tower
Clanks
is
die
under
again?
attack.
No, he didn't, but he just went back to
Bad news for you
base.
fans of towers
And he look at his
and
farm, it's like really, he's really suffering. He's
Yeah.
4-1.
Impervious, they really need the Orchid to be coming up quickly from the Klings to actually shut down this anti-mage in the mid game, because once he gets his Battle Fury, I think his farm is just gonna be skyrocketing off, and there's not gonna be much stopping of him at all without the Orchid coming up from Klings.
Yeah, I know, and this Clanks, I don't feel like he's gonna get Orchid in like. He's gonna take him like so long. 'cause
Yeah,
he only
it's
has-
gonna be like maybe a 20-minute Orchid.
Okay, I don't know, but there's not. Well, the thing is going now maybe, because like Lich is, like I said, is denying like creeps every. Okay, it's level 2 now, so it's every like 36 second, which is like once per wave kind of.
Mhm.
And these supports actually polling, and anti-mage is gonna spot them out. He actually is. It's interesting how he actually went 3 points in mana break. We don't see that often from an anti-mage.
Yeah.
And oh, Earthshake actually rotated as well. So we might see a fight here really soon.
Yeah, anti-mage
Fisher.
is not gonna come in at all. I think even though MiTH.Trust do wanna engage, it's gonna be really difficult. That this Alchemist, he has like 680 HP. Gonna be hard to bring him down. He has the concoction, and well, they're gonna try and engage now. Concoction is gonna go up on the Lich, but will they be able to catch up? Oh, arrow hits on the anti-mage instead. Looks like they will try to focus him down. Clockwork rotates in as well with the battery assault and the haste. So he will manage to grab a kill in on the Alchemist. In comes the Earthshaker with a stun. Really good stun. Blocking out the Klings. That's 2 kills up for Clockwork, and the hook shot just hit his own Earthshaker. So that's the end of that engagement. But really good rotation coming up from both the Earthshaker and the Clockwork to try to make things happen for MiTH.Trust.
And yep, I got
Bottom
it.
lane,
Oh,
bottom
Here's
lane.
the coil.
It went in for the coil, and yep, one last hit. Gonna grab it. Alchemist right respawning went down there as well, and looks like they will really want to go in for this tier 1 tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
Yeah, I was actually right, because yeah, the Invoker's actually Quack's Wax.
Radiant's bottom
I
tower
actually
is
got it
being
right.
attacked.
And the top lane, Clockwork, I was about to question about his rotation, because like he TP'd in, tried to help, but he doesn't have his hook shot yet. I was like, that's interesting. And that anti-mage just, what a team player, man. He took the arrow and almost died from it.
Yeah.
And you don't want to, I mean, like if he dies, that would be really bad, because like you don't want your carry doing that for you, even though it is nice. And look at the farm.
Clockwork,
This just getting zoned out.
he manned up and walked in into 3 heroes from Impervious with no fear whatsoever. Really manning up over there. But like you said, this Klings really not having any farm at all. Only has a Ring of Basilisk and a Boots and 300 gold in his pocket. So really gonna take a long time to get that Orchid for himself.
Yeah, especially if you're farming like an Elder Titan. Oh, there's a
Hook
Fisher
shot
there's
and
hook
in
shot.
comes
Oh,
even
and
Chain Frost being used as well just to ensure the kill. So Clockwork is on to a killing spree, and well, MiTH.Trust really making good work in this early game for themselves, shutting down the Klings at top lane as well in mid. This Clockwork has been doing lots of work, going at top, trying to get a couple of kills, and onto bottom as well. And Puck, but this thing is that Puck is gonna be grabbing his Blink Dagger in just about 300 gold.
Dire's
And top lane, look at this anti-mage. He's like diving into the tier 1 tower. He might get
Oh,
caught out.
unstable concoction.
it's-
Oh, yep, he does hit after he blinked, and in comes the Earth Split as well, but it's definitely gonna miss, and Anti-Mage looks like he will be able to escape. Only has one level up on the blink, but yep, he will be able to escape. And well, couple of heroes rotated top just to help out the Klings, and they weren't even able to bring down the Anti-Mage, even close to dying.
Yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, like this Clockwork, even though he got like killed what twice, he died twice earlier with the ganks, and like I said, he's still a killing stream because like the Clockwork, like it's just the nature of the hero. He does not need a lot of farm on that hero. You just need to get the damn hook shot, and that's it. And MiTH.Trust is gonna, like I feel like Impervious is just gonna fall off like a bit later on, because like they're farming the Alder Titan, and he's just getting like utility items, soul rings. And this Klings just got shut down so hard, and he has absolutely 0 items
Yeah.
other than a ring of basilisk and a boots, brown boots. So it's gonna be really tough for them. And yeah, this Puck is gonna have to get the blink dagger in like the next 1 or 2 minutes, and then he has to start helping his team because like they're lacking damage because Klings doesn't really help much in the fight because he has no farm thanks to the Lich. And yeah, we're gonna see how this Puck kind of, he actually maxed out his silent too. So that's pretty interesting. And we might have a gank here at mid.
Yeah, Clockwork is with his Invis rune, does have his hook shot off cooldown. They do go into the battery assault. Cox is up as well, but Puck just silences and manages to make it out to safety. But he comes with the hook shot. This will definitely secure the kill. One last hit. Yep, they do grab it, but will the Clockwork go down instead to the Klings? Yep, he does go down, and now Invoker will be the one trying to back off, and gonna be, yep, I hear an unstable concoction. Where is it? Nope. Yeah, he was at mid, the Alchemist, but was just a bit too far off to catch up with the Invoker.
Yeah, if only Klings actually got the last hit, that would have been, how much gold did it give? Like 500 like 500 gold. That would have been like a power trade at least for him. But unfortunately, power gets it and it splits to everyone. And now the Titan is, I feel like they they want to group up now, but like Al Titan and Morana and those heroes just need a lot of levels. And when you group up, you're not using the farm like around the map, and that could like your experience is not going to be as much as the other teams unless you're getting some kills, which they're not right now because like the long range initiation and counter pushing coming from the Clockwork and the Fisher from Earthshaker. So yeah, they're just gonna back off and try to spread out the map a bit more. Meanwhile, Anti-Mage just free farming bottom. Nobody even cared.
Yeah, and this one thing about this Impervious lineup is that this early into the game they don't really have that good of a push, and it's not really working in their favor right now if they're gonna be 5-manning up and try to go in for the push. And MiTH.Trust are actually working the map really well, like you said earlier. Clockwork is again up at top lane, trying to probably grab a kill on the Klings, but hookshot just misses on him, so he's just gonna go back and rotate towards middle, I guess, to grab up his levels. But so far, MiTH.Trust really doing well with the map, but they're trying to catch out the Anti-Mage, who is just gonna blink away, no trouble whatsoever.
Yeah, that might be a miscommunication or misplay from the Morana, because like the Puck was gonna come in anyways to kind of stop the TP or whatever he was doing with the coil. He could have just waited with the arrow, but oh well, they missed a nice opportunity, and now Anti-Mage is halfway to the battlefield, and look at middle lane, Altair is so dead.
Yeah, Cold Snap ensures the kill in on him, and Anti-Mage is here as well. Try to probably join in the fun, but it looks like they will rotate towards top and try to grab that tier 1 tower. And MiTH.Trust actually can do really well. They have good damage to actually bring down the tower, especially with the good lineup they have with the Anti-Mage. And this Clockwork, he has hookshot off cooldown right now, so if they want to engage at top as well, they can definitely do it.
Yeah, and this is something you don't see every day. Earn on an Invoker. That's pretty interesting. And also, Invoker is actually really good against this Alder Titan, because like, if you can't co-snap on him, he's kind of like an Earthshaker in a way. Did you ever see like Earthshaker like next to a battery assault?
Yeah.
Kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like that in a way.
Lifts his totem up and down.
Yeah, and he's level 9 already. He's getting some decent level, and yeah, MiTH.Trust is, I mean, they're like nobody's at bottom right now, but they're still spreading out like a bit, so like they get equal experience. And ooh, leap, and there's the fish on Elder Titan, and ooh, he's almost dead. Are they gonna chase?
Oh,
Oh,
hook
there's a
shot
hook
does
shot.
come in, and this clockwork, like we were saying earlier, really manning up against this whole lineup of Impervious, no fear whatsoever. So they do manage to pick off one hero in the Elder Titan, and now they'll just go back to farming and pushing out all the other lanes. MiTH.Trust so far doing a really good job. Looking at the goal graph, just about 750 goal lead for them. Experience is almost 5,000, but in terms of the goal, it's only about 750, but it feels like much more coming up from them. Instead, on mid lane though, they're gonna get a kill on the Earthshaker. In comes the call on the Invoker as well. He's gonna send the Tornado up, but he will not be going down. Earn is up on him, and Jane Frost as well does manage to secure the kill on the puck from the Lich.
Tower is under
Elder Titan though up on Moonlight Shadow. Echo Stomp is gonna miss, and Lich is just going back in with the Frost, and looks like they will disengage. But there was a pretty good engagement coming up from Impervious to pick up both the Earthshaker and the Invoker.
Yeah, that was something definitely needed, but I don't feel like that's enough because Anti-Major is just having time of his life at bottom lane, just free farming. And once he get that battle fury, as you mentioned, I don't know how they're gonna stop him. Because
Yep.
even if you push him out the lanes, you can just farm jungle from like jungle camps, and they're trying to kill him right now with like everyone here. So I don't know if they can do it. Actually, they can
Yeah,
blink, and
they can do it. Yep. So Puck
So that's the
making
first
good
time
work.
he saw
Yeah.
the blink on the puck, and yeah, he put it to use. So that's great. Now Anti-Mage is, now that he knows that the puck has blink, he's gonna play extra careful.
Mm.
And
Oh.
Meg is almost up on Lich, by the way. He's like a few hundred gold away, and that is gonna be a really fast mech for like, he wasn't really farming much as well.
Yeah, he was
He
just.
been 7 out of 9 kills. So, and oh, concussion, I heard charging, and he's gonna stun himself.
This Earthshaker also bought up a phase boot. Rather, sorry, I'm looking at the Alchemist. What am I doing? This Earthshaker has bought up the Arcane boot, so pretty good farm for him coming up as well. He has 2 deaths, but doing really good so far. Unstable Concoction comes in from the Lich. Arrow does hit up on him as well. Where's the Star Storm? There it's gonna come, but still, they don't have enough damage to actually bring him down. Will the Urn Charge actually take over, and will he die? Nope, he'll make it back to base, and he will just heal up.
I think Puck should have just used his orb over there. Like he was saved, I think he was waiting for his blink or something.
Mhm.
But yeah, he didn't use it. And top lane, like I mentioned, MiTH.Trust is just abusing that mobility from this anti-mage, and he's everywhere, and it's so hard to gank him like already, and now he's just like everywhere, and like if he dies at bottom, he just go to the other side of the map,
Yeah.
and like the mid lane they're putting pressure, and Earthshaker actually, yeah, I didn't even know he has arcane boots already. That's actually not too bad considering how I think he's playing like a 5 role, which is
Yep.
like buying most of the wards. So yeah, he should get his blink he's actually pretty close, like 1/3 of the way from his blink, so.
Yeah, I think give it about 4 to 5 more minutes, he'll be getting it with no trouble at all. As for Klinks, slowly still working towards his Orchid. Now just about 1,000 to 2,000 gold away from the Orchid, so not too far off from him. He still does need the space to farm though. Not much space in the map for him to farm. At bottom lane, the lane is pushed out towards the Radiant tier 2, and on mid, he is definitely not going to be farming up on mid. And MiTH.Trust actually putting pressure on top as well, so he has to resort to going to the neutrals to actually farm up his Orchid.
Yeah, and look at MiTH.Trust, that's such a nice game sense coming from them. Like they saw Elder Titan in the top secret shop, and like he was gone, so they know they TP'd, and everyone else is missing from the map, and look how like supports are TPing bottom already. Oh, they might actually call this Lich, and Lich, oh man, this is such a huge loss because he is so close on the mech. He was like 100 gold away.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's gonna delay the mech by maybe another 2 minutes or so.
Yeah, good pick off coming up from Impervious, and they will be able to grab this tier 1 tower, so will they not? Yep, they will back off. But Earthshaker coming in from the back, hookshot comes in as well. They will immediately kill off this Mirana. In comes the Invoker with the Tornado as well, but they're not going to be able to catch up with the Alchemist, who has way too much HP. So MiTH.Trust do get a return kill on the Mirana. So support Lich going down for support Mirana, pretty good I would say.
Yeah, MiTH.Trust is playing this nearly perfectly, other than the Lich. Like, I mean, that wasn't really his fault, but he should know everyone was missing and whatever. But like, they're playing pretty well right now, and actually, Anti-Mage just, he can buy the...
Yeah, he can buy his Battle Fury now.
Oh, he actually got Egg. But yeah, there's no follow-up, they can't really kill him with the Clinks without the Orchid. Maybe if he had Orchid, then that would probably be a sure kill.
Yeah.
But
and
he doesn't.
Moonlight Shadow being used as well by Imp. Probably just to try to get the kill on the Anti-Mage and escape, but they weren't able to do so. And looks like it's a wasted ultimate from the Mirana.
Yeah, look at MiTH.Trust warding at middle lane. Like, they know they have Mirana. They know the other team likes to smoke gank sometimes. And they just have those sentry wards there, so they know when they're coming, and then they have really good counter initiate with the Tornado, Fisher, the hook shots, and Anti-Mage is
Hook shot gonna come in on the Elder Titan. Battery Assault as well, gonna run him down together with a Cold Snap. So pretty good work just to pick off one Elder Titan by MiTH.Trust.
Yeah, MiTH.Trust knows how, like, they know that, like, if we get like pick off here and there, counter initiate, like trade, even trade, like break even, like 1-for-1 or something, they know they're gonna win like later on, because this Anti-Mage is having free farm all game. So they're playing this really well right now, and it's gonna be really hard to throw their game off. Consider how Clinks is so far behind. He's actually finally a recipe away. But yeah, the laning stage was just horrible for him.
Yeah, looks like Impervious, they're rotating in towards bottom. Alchemist is smoked up. He has Unstable Concoction, and he is not gonna be able to throw it off. Anti-Mage, good sense. He just blinks away, but he gets silenced up, so he will be going down. And looks like Alchemist will be going down as well. Dream Coil up on 2 heroes, but Puck gets caught up in the cogs, so it looks like he will be going down as well. Good play coming up from MiTH.Trust to pick up 2 heroes, but not so sure because Anti-Mage died as well in that engagement.
Yeah, even though like he died, but like, I mean, 2-for-1 is still okay, even though he died, because he just like bought his battle fairies. Like, it's just 40 downtime for him, that's it. But actually mid lane, this Earthshaker is just playing so like, they're just kind of like a bit cocky in a way, because they're just winning, and that's like, you normally don't see an Earthshaker that far out by himself as a support. So,
oh, hookshot comes in on the Clinks. He has no mana to actually go invis, and Chain Frost comes up on him as well. Anti-Mage coming in with the mana void and grabbing the last hit. Chain Frost still bouncing around. They're trying to chase down this Alchemist with the Battery Assault. Arrow comes in, hits up on the Clockwork. He's tanking up some tower damage as well. Silent comes in, Orb comes out from the Puck. He grabs the kill on the Clockwork, trying to chase down the Invoker, but don't think he'll be able to do so. At mid though, Anti-Mage working on the tower, slowly trying to bring it down. So pretty much of an even trade over there, but like you said, if you have even trades going, I think MiTH.Trust will be the ones that will be coming ahead in this game.
Yeah, Anti-Mage just needs to start like farming again, and so the support, like, if they're not doing that much, they should just pretty much like stack ancients or even like these neutral camps, so you can, because he has a battle fairy, so he can kill it really fast and he'll boost up. And Orchid finally picked up by the Clinks, and he's actually looking to, but look at MiTH.Trust, like they kind of anticipate like pretty much everything.
Clinks
no,
though
except this
is
one.
gonna be beside the Anti-Mage, gonna try and bring him down with the searing arrows. Don't think it's enough though to bring him down. At mid lane though, engagement going on, but well, they'll disengage and nothing much is gonna be happening. MiTH.Trust playing it pretty safe so far, but one thing they have to look out for is this Clinks with his Orchid, which he has just shown up. A hook shot comes up on him. Amazing plays coming up from this Clockwork so far. Once again picking off the Clinks. That's the second time in a row where his hook shot just connects on Clinks and they managed to pick him off. Great play by the Clockwork.
This Clockwork is just, it's kind of like the next assassin from Impervious from last game. Like, he's just like, and mid lane, nope, nothing
Yeah.
going on. But like even though he got shut down like I would like pretty hard at mid because they keep always like constantly ganking him. After he got to level 6, we just seen crazy plays. Like we thought someone would get away and just a hook shot out of nowhere and just kill like whoever it was. And now he's just walking around and I don't know. I don't see a lot of pro teams go for Aghanim on a clock, but it's actually not too bad because if your clock is playing that good.
Yeah. And now Invoker, he has about 2,400 gold in his pockets as well. I think he'll be looking to buy up that Scythe of Vice. Yep, he has bought up the ultimate op already. So just a couple of components away from completing up the Scythe of Vice. As for Alchemist, he is slowly trying to farm up towards a Drum of Endurance. Still has quite a way to go before he gets that. And then item progression, I think for Impervious is going to be so important, but so far hasn't been happening for them. Elder Titan still doesn't have his mech up. He's just about 2 gold away. Yep, he does grab it now. But as well as this Mirana, he's going to be building up towards a Diffuser Blade. So I think this item progression coming up from Impervious is going to be so important. They need the items up to be able to farm up against MiTH.Trust and try to win them in a fight. But in the jungle though, Anti-Mage being scouted out by the Clinks. Oh, arrow does come in and hit in on the Anti-Mage and stun comes up from him as well. But oh no, the Clinks does not manage to escape. Chain Frost is bouncing around as well. Will they be able to grab the kill on the Alchemist? He has his ultimate on and as well as Moonlight Shadow. Arrow comes in, hits on the Clockwork, so it looks like we won't see any more kills. But that was like a pretty good, I would say, for MiTH.Trust, killing both the Puck and the Clinks in return for an Anti-Mage.
Yeah, and like, cause like we're like normally a carry, like you don't want like your carry like keep dying off here and there, but Anti-Mage is like he's just one of the fastest farmer with the Battle Fairy, and he can blink everywhere, so he can just like, even though he like it is bad that he is dead, but like if the team is getting a bit more, like I mentioned, look, this Earthshaker just got a blink direct from that fight, and this is gonna, oh man, look at, I don't know, look at Earthshaker, that looks cool, doesn't it? The force armor on him.
Yeah, yes, this icy
Makes this
feel
thing
to
go.
him.
Yeah. It's pretty nice.
Pretty
And then
cool.
Lich actually has a mech, and too bad he didn't get there in time for the mech. Because if he had like a 4-staff, which he's going for right now, he could just 4-staff and mech the Anti-Mage, and he might would have lived. He might live from that, but too bad. He's actually going Yasha, I think.
Yeah, he's definitely looking to buy the Yasha up, and then he will go for the Manta style to try and split push. I think that's what MiTH.Trust really have that advantage, where they can try and split push with all the other 4 heroes sticking together, and then the Anti-Mage pushing out one other lane. But Impervious, I'm not so sure how they're going to be doing that other than with a Clinks.
Yeah, this is like the like last game we're having Impervious was kind of having that lineup as well, and I feel like these teams just, I don't know, they're just not like experienced or whatnot against like maybe a split pushing team, or not sure. And there's a
Hook shot gonna hit in on the Elder Titan once again. Mech is gonna be used, but just not enough, and Blink Dagger being used by the Earthshaker as well, just to grab an Echo Slime in the face of the Mirana. So they grab 2 kills out of that. Smoke being used, 2 kills, pretty good for MiTH.Trust. But in the mid lane though, it is being pressured up by Impervious. Clinks going in with the Straff, and as well as the Searing Arrows just to grab the hit in on the towers. So 2 kills traded for a tower. Still, I would say, advantage for MiTH.Trust. And in comes a 2-man tornado being used by the Invoker just to push the heroes away. And,
this Clockwork, does he have hook? Oh, I knew he would have went in if he had hook, because like Alchemist stunned himself. But unfortunately he doesn't. And this Puck, I mean, like I mentioned, this Puck needs to make something happen. And so far we just haven't seen that from him. It was the it was the Clockwork that who was making like plays. But like their team needs him to make plays like that. For them to like come back, because Anti-Mage, he just, look at him, he's just farming jungle everywhere. Like they don't have the mobility to kind of keep up with him. I mean, like barely anyone do in this game when he hero, and they're just gonna find him and he's just gonna blade away. There's nothing you can do. And oh, they might engage here. Oh, but Clockwork is in there, so
yeah, they need the man of the team, the Clockwork, just to hook in.
the man of the team. Carry Clockwork, yo.
Yeah, manning up all the time, just going with like a. He has his whole team behind him, like way far off, but he just goes in alone with a hook shot. So that's why I called him the man. So yeah, they're gonna
Yeah,
smoke up.
he can actually get away with it though, cause like their team has a Fisher, they have a Tornado in case. Like those are long range
Yeah,
spells, so
yeah.
he couldn't get away with it. So yeah, you like you said, they're smoking up. They probably gonna find this Clinks right here. He doesn't
Clinks.
have his ultimate up, and that should be an easy kill.
3 times, Klink's gonna get hooked. Yep, there you go. Fisher as well, easy pickings from MiTH.Trust. And Lich is actually up to a mega kill streak. He has 7 to 1. But Alchemist coming in from the back, and he's gonna stun up the Earthshaker, who's gonna blink away. And in comes the Invoker though. Earth Split is gonna come from the Elder Titan as well. 2-man Dream Call being used, and Earthshaker goes down. Chain Frost bouncing all around the creeps. So not gonna do much work. An anti-mage with a mana void that brings down 2 heroes really low, and they managed to secure those kills as well. So it's 3 heroes down now for Impervious. They're really backing off, and anti-mage is just gonna chase down this Alchemist who has no mana whatsoever to turn around and use an unstable concoction. So one last hit, anti-mage, double kill for him. Mirana, the only survivor for Impervious.
Yeah, the Anti-Mage is finally joining up the fight, even though I don't think they needed him that fight. I don't think they needed him at all in any fights. When you have a Clockwork, just kills off someone with a hook shot,
Yeah.
like every time instantly. And oh man, Anti-Mage just got the last hit, and yeah, that's a Manta style coming. Yeah, he's actually got a recipe with almost 2k gold in
Yeah.
his bank, and what else can he get? Like a heart or something? That's even like even when he get a heart, there's like no way that Impervious can kill him, even like
Yeah.
5-on-1. It's gonna take so long to kill him. He actually maxed out his spell shield, and you don't see that often, but like you feel like he needed it because like a lot of people just ganked him. So that's a good choice. And Echo, stall, nope, no follow up. And yeah, that's gonna be another tower.
Oh, hook shot came in from the Clockwork on the puck, and Echo Stomp is not being used at all, and Clockwork does manage to grab the kill under the puck. This man is really doing work for his team.
Yeah, this guy is just the hook shots, and he actually has a regen, and I'm not surprised if if this color pick up a gem. No, he's actually getting BKB, but I'm not surprised if he pick up a gem like within like I don't know, later like 2 minutes or so. Maybe ask one of the support buy it. But yeah, well, he didn't just carry a gem because like Howard, you just saw it, like he dived in a tier 2 tower, getting all the aggos, getting stunned by Alchemist, and he still survived.
Yeah.
So he's now that he's a BKB. I don't know how they're gonna stop him because like Clinks is just so underfarmed, and he's forced to go BKB. But oh man, look at Invoker, Sight of Vice already up as well.
Yeah.
This is such a tough match for Impervious.
Anti-mage, they don't really seem that they can kill him. Now Invoker has the Scythe of Vice. Lich has the 4 stuff as well. Earthshaker, the Blink Dagger, which we saw earlier, and then Clockwork, like you said, as the BKB. Really not so sure how Impervious is gonna work this game. Mech comes in from the Lich, and can they save the team? Yep, they do. Alchemist getting really low. In comes the hook shot, bursted down by the heroes. And Mirana, or rather Elder Titan, being stunned up, and he's gonna go down in exchange for the Clockwork. Moonlight Shadow is up, and Chain Frost bouncing around as well, not doing much work at all. But on the back lines though, Earthshaker was being scouted out by the Mirana, so they will back off. So that's 2 heroes down, the Alchemist and the Elder Titan, in exchange for a Clockwork, who didn't manage to use his BKB.
Yeah, I'm surprised there was I thought there would be way more casualty than that, but it seems like not. And yeah, Chain Frost, that's the one thing about Lich, like you take him for the laning stage, and if you don't like I know they won the laning stage, but like if you look at other games, like if Lich doesn't win the laning stage, he's kind of useless because Chain Frost is so unreliable as a spell, and Force Blast is good nuke, but like doesn't do that much like later on in the game. But yeah, that being said, they won the laning stage, and I feel like they just mass 4-staffing, eh?
Yeah.
Earthshaker is gaining a 4-staff as well, so they're gonna like they already have 3 up, right?
Yeah, they already have 3.
Copper, yeah. So, and like I think Merlino or someone said like 4-staff is like one of the best item at late game, because because it helps you so much with positioning.
Yeah.
And like that, like sometimes the positioning can just win you games, like most of the time. And this Alchemist actually farming an ancient stack. So are they gonna plan on like giving him like some farm and try to carry? But he's kind
Yeah,
of
he's just way off.
already though.
Yeah. He's just way off any item that he wants to be getting, so he's still gonna be farming up a lot more if they really wanna give him some items. And Greevil's Greedy, it's only on level 1, so it's gonna take a long time to actually for this Alchemist to be active in terms of lots of items. As for Elder Titan, he really doesn't have any items as well other than Mech. Yep, hookshot, that's it, and they grab the kill on the Mirana. So I kind of missed that, but well, he went in with the hook shot and the Cox, so they did manage to grab the kill on the Mirana.
Radiant has fortified its
Yeah, and like Clanks is doing his best trying to split push, but look at the
Echo Slam coming in, Cold Snap as well, gonna ensure the kill on the Clinks. So no chance to split push whatsoever, and Fisher just missing by a split second in order to stun up the Elder Titan and try to get a kill on him as well.
Oh, I guess this Invoker is not like Ice or anyone, or Dendy even.
Look at the Astral Spirit.
He could have tornado really fast and just used it like blindly. And because the range is so insane because he maxed out Wax.
Yeah.
So that might could like catch up the Elder Titan, but oh well, it doesn't matter. They just can force a fight and.
Arrow is gonna go in between the Anti-Mage and the Invoker, so I'm not gonna hit on anyone. And Lich is just at the back trying to zone out anyone. Elder Titan is gonna go down. Anti-Mage blinking up the cliff from Roshan to up the cliff and gonna grab the kill in on him. And even Mirana is going to go down as well to these 4 heroes. So things are looking really good for MiTH.Trust right now. Roshan gonna go down to them as well. Looking at the gold graph, it's above 15,000, almost 17,000 lead now for MiTH.Trust, and in terms of experience, it's way almost 30,000 lead for MiTH.Trust. Oh, hook shot, gonna hit in on the Alchemist. Another easy pickings for MiTH.Trust.
Yeah, you know, like this, like if you look at the net worth right now for like everyone, and the Clockwork got shut down so hard in the beginning. Look at his net worth. He's like right behind the top net worth for Dire, which is the Clinks.
Yep.
And if you shut down a hero that hard and he has like the same net worth as like your main carry, then things aren't looking too well. And yeah, they're just gonna 5-man because like Anti-Mage has a heart like I predicted that he was gonna get. And yeah, there's nothing much they can. Now there's the Aegis of Mortal as well, so like, that's gonna be so like I don't know how they're gonna kill this Anti-Mage.
Yeah, I don't think they have anything left in them to kill the Anti-Mage. Even if they blow out all their spells on him, with the backup that he is getting with from the Invoker, the Earthshaker and all, well, hookshot is gonna miss, or rather it will hit, but they will not be able to do much work out of it. Alchemist comes in, but he's gonna get skull snapped and battery assaulted. Dreamcall comes in from the puck as well. They're gonna do some work over there, but Anti-Mage does grab the kill on him. Mirana get the kill on the Earthshaker though, but still MiTH.Trust pretty much doing some work, but Clinks is just cleaning up one by one, and Anti-Mage is just gonna run away with about 700 HP together with the Lich. So that's actually pretty good work coming up from Impervious, but they actually had to use 3 buybacks, I think. They bought 2 buybacks just to try and engage and win that fight there.
Yeah, and once you like after you, like one bad thing about buyback nowadays is like you don't get like unreliable for quite some times, and also next time you die you use like a quarter of the respawn time that you like remained to buyback is gonna be added towards your respawn time. And if like now MiTH.Trust can just like relax and just win a team fight, and it should be it because they're gonna be down for like so long.
Alchemist is gonna come in with the stun, but he's just gonna be stunning up himself. Anti-Mage is just gonna go back, and I think don't think he will buy up the Blacking Bound. That would be the safe option for him to go to buy a BKB, but I think maybe he would go towards a Butterfly in this game.
Yeah, I mean like it helps him a little bit, but like there's no way they can like he knows there's no way they can like pretty much kill him in the team fight. And yeah, Butterfly would be the better choice because it gives you a bit more attack speed and damage. But if he wants to like not getting stunned or silenced or whatnot, then he can just go BKB and just run around the team fight
Yeah.
freely. So it doesn't. I don't know. You think he can even go for a basher as well, right?
Yeah,
So
he can
like,
go for the Abyssal
stun
Blade.
someone.
But I think he'll be looking for the butterfly. Well, he's just farming up. He has about 4,300 gold up for him now. Well, Klinks, he's slowly working towards a Daedalus. He does have his Crystallis up already, which will be coming up to him soon. But as for the other heroes, really not much farm going up at all. Puck doesn't have his Cypher Vice up yet. Not really close to it at all. Mirana still quite away a bit from the Diffuser Blade, only as the recipe, but she'll be trying to find her farm as much as she can. As for the Alchemist, does have a 4-staff though, and a gem. So we'll see how Impervious look to play out the rest of this game.
Yeah, if you look at Imperius, they know like next time they lose the fight, it's gonna be over. So they're just buying out with like every single gold they have left.
Dyer's
Yep.
bottom tower is being
So
attacked.
yeah, it's not a bad decision though.
Tower is under
And
attack.
Klinks, he's actually a recipe away from Daedalus, but he's about 900 gold away.
Dyer's bottom tower
Yeah,
is
so
under
MiTH.Trust will just keep the work going in on the bottom tier 2 tower, and Impervious, they can't do anything about it at all. And Klinks, he's not even split pushing into the top lane. He just has to run back to help and defend his team. Well, MiTH.Trust actually look to go in. They do have the Aegis, which is still up on the anti-mage. They can really try to force this fight here at the tower, knowing that there's not going to be any buybacks left on the Puck and the Mirana.
Yeah, and anti-mage he actually has 6,000 gold in his bank and he's not buying anything.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the clockwork, just waiting for the hook shot to come out. Still not being used yet.
But everyone TP back except Clog and anti-mage. And yeah, Clogwork, I don't think he's that crazy to go in by himself. And oh, he actually got a TP back as well.
Yeah,
to
he's
find
gonna
this
go back.
Clogwork. I mean, to find this
Klinks, hook on the
He's gonna
Klinks.
get hooked right now.
Where's it gonna come? Nah, just not coming yet.
Oh, he might go for it.
Yeah, he's still looking for it though, but looks like he's just going to look for the rune and not going to find anything. So going back to farming, an anti-mage, like you said, he's going to go for the basher. So Abyssal Blade is going to be coming up for him.
Yeah, that's a great pickup because that gives you like an extra. So like even if you blink in a fight, like people can't run away from you.
Yeah.
So that's a really good pickup. Because I don't like he's already survivable enough, and as good as Butterfly is, I think like Vessel Blade is a bit better choice.
Yeah, so looks like MiTH.Trust are just probably waiting for the right timing to actually go in. Alchemist is there. He's gonna get scouted out and hook shot immediately after he gets scouted out, and anti-mage gonna come in with the last hit. Wicked 6 trick up for Lakels. He's gonna Manta style himself up and just gonna fight in mid. He's gonna Abyssal Blade the Puck and in with the Mana Void, but just not managing to secure the kill just yet. Or rather the Cleave will do. That's a triple kill coming up for anti-mage, and GG being called by Impervious. What amazing play. He used that Abyssal Blade on the Puck. He managed to ob away, but the Cleave managed to grab a double kill on him. Amazing stuff, and MiTH.Trust with the win.
Yeah, what a great play. And MiTH.Trust, it kind of came down to the drafting at the end because like they're like the dire side, they kind of drafted like too much farm oriented when you're going up against a lich, and MiTH.Trust just have a great overall lineup, and yeah, they won. Great play from them.
Yep, so MiTH.Trust, they were top of the league before this game with 7 wins and 2 losses. So they're up now to 8 wins and 2 losses. So I think they're pretty much secured with this league. Looks like, well, if they don't lose to First Departure, which is like happening in a couple of weeks. So if they don't lose, they're going to be winning this league and moving on to the next round. So we'll see how that's going to be panning out for the rest of the weeks. Well, thank you guys for joining us. There was 2 matches being played by Impervious. One were first game against Awake, second game losing out to MiTH.Trust. Pretty good games we've had so far. And well, thank you guys for joining in. It was easy game who was casting for you. Follow me on Twitter. It's at EasyGameDSM. As for music, you have any shoutouts?
Yeah, you can just like I pretty much post like all my wherever I'm casting, streaming on my Twitter. That's at MusicStats. I'll post it on the Twitch chat in just a second. But yeah, thank you for having me, and don't forget to support RGN. They're just a great organization, even though I'm like over here. but I got to know you guys really. Yeah, great.
Yep.
And don't forget to go to, if you're watching like in game, go to Twitch slash Rupture Gaming or something, and then you can like all the info is on the info box, like all their Facebook page and all that. Make sure to support them, and thank you for having me, and great casting with you.
Yep, it was certainly enjoyable to be casting with you. Surely we'll be having more casts in the future days ahead. But well, tomorrow we have a couple of matches more coming. It's going to be Titan Esports from Malaysia taking on MiTH.Trust, the leaders of the league, as well as First Departure from Singapore taking on Mineski, the big favorites from the Philippines. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow for those matches. Thank you once again for joining us for this cast. So thank you guys and goodbye.